But how long can Putin continue fighting? If you believe the Western press, he's quite unwell and may not be able to sustain this for long. It may sound like old news because these reports keep coming up every few months. Let me show you what triggered the latest round. Look at this video.
Штурмовик, да, рабочая лошадка. Готовы даже в Беларуси производить при соответствующей небольшой поддержке Российской Федерации технологически.
That's Vladimir Putin with the president of Belarus, Alexander Lukashenko. The foot tapping has triggered wild speculation. Is this a medical condition or Morse code? Is Putin unwell or is he sending a secret message? We don't want to hazard a guess, but we do want to dwell on what this is about. The narrative war. Narratives can be more lethal and effective than missiles. Ukraine's president has proven it. Early in the war, he figured out how much optics mattered. He junked the suits for the olive green attire. He lobbied hard for support. His democratic credentials have been questioned in the past. His government's corruption is well documented. But Zelensky told the world that he's fighting the good fight and he got them to donate money and arms. Billions of it. That is the power of narrative. Joe Biden wants to play this game too. So he took a train to Ukraine in the middle of the war. The visit was unprecedented, even though Biden is not the first American president to visit a war zone. He's the oldest. Also the first to visit a battleground with no American troops. And that comes with its own risks. The visit was as much to show support for Ukraine as to show the world how tough a leader Biden is. He was pushing the tough guy narrative.
But Russia's aim was to wipe Ukraine off the map. Putin's war of conquest is failing. Russia's military has lost half its territory it once occupied. Young, talented Russians are fleeing by the tens of thousands, not wanting to come back to Russia. Not just fleeing from the military, fleeing from Russia itself, because they see no future in their country. Russia's economy is now a backwater, isolated and struggling.
Sirens blared across central Kiev as Biden and Zelensky walked together. Sirens blared, but no attacks took place, no bombs, no firing. The US and Ukraine both knew that Russia will not attack Kiev while Biden was there. How did they know this? Because just before Biden left for Ukraine, the US informed Russia about the visit. This, we are told, was for deconfliction purposes. So they knew there won't be a strike, but the sirens blared anyway. That is optics. The sirens added to the aesthetics of Biden's visit to a war zone. They symbolize that he traveled to Kiev despite serious security concerns. And Biden suddenly became the strong leader. The 80-year-old man accused of being too old for office. Here he was in Kiev, challenging Vladimir Putin. He made some announcements. More aid, more weapons, but no fighter jets. That's what he came to say. And that was Biden's story. How does it compare to Putin? A strong man who likes to be seen as a strong man. A no-nonsense leader, supposedly fighting to restore the glory of Russia. Putin has many fans around the world, but his military campaign has not panned out as expected. He was supposed to be able to take Kiev in a matter of days. This has become a slow, grinding war. Biden's appearance in Kiev did not help. Russian hardliners are not happy. Telegram channels in Russia are flowing with snarky messages. One of them said, Biden in Kiev demonstrates the humiliation of Russia. Another said, Biden has visited the Russian city of Kiev, while Putin has not. So the war is proving a tough one for the Russian president. Listen to what he said earlier this month.
Those who draw European countries, including Germany, into a new war with Russia and even irresponsibly declare this as a done deal, those who are betting that they will defeat Russia on the battlefield clearly don't understand that modern war with Russia will be quite different for them. We don't send our tanks to their borders, but we have the means to respond, and it won't end with the use of armored vehicles.
Putin loses no chance to take on the West. But will this war define his legacy? He's been in power for 23 years. He's shaped the Russia of the century. He aced the narrative game. He was the cool, tough president, a president who ice skates, a president who goes on adventures with his shirt off. The war is testing him in every way, and Biden's visit to Kiev may have hit him where it hurts the most.